Hi, this is Kelsey from Team 5, and I'm creating the presentation for data meeting number 4. For data meeting 4, our classroom context remains the same. It's a second grade math class, and the focus standard was 2OAA1, use addition and subtraction within 100 to solve 1- and 2-step word problems. For our meeting, we met over FaceTime. We reviewed the assignment expectations. I shared my resources. The team explored each of the resources. We completed the table on our shared Google Doc, and finally we set up the timetable for the presentation. This is the top of our action plan tracking sheet. Our exploratory question was what additional activities or strategies can be implemented to assist students with IEPs to excel beyond basic in MSA Math to become proficient in the subject area. We had 3 SMART goals from our last data meeting that we're going to focus on. SMART goal number 1 is by the end of first quarter, second grade students with IEP goals will use estimation to ensure a reasonable answer when solving addition and subtraction word problems. The second was by the end of the unit, at least 75% of second grade students will improve their problem-solving skills and their ability to solve both addition and subtraction 1- and 2-step word problems. And the third SMART goal was a teacher goal. By the end of the unit, the teacher will implement a variety of teaching methods and strategies to improve students' ability to use the 4-step word problem process to solve problems. This was the bottom part of our table. For our first goal, the students involved are the IEP students. They will demonstrate the ability to provide reasonable estimates for addition problems using the CyberChase estimation game with at least 75% accuracy, and they'll be playing that game twice a week for 3 weeks. We will use the completion of at least 1 level per session to track that students are completing that goal. The second goal is for all students, and they will illustrate an understanding of problem-solving skills using the Thinking Blocks online activity with at least 80% accuracy twice a week for 3 weeks. At the end of each Thinking Blocks activity, there is an accuracy score that's given to the students that we will use to track their progress. The third goal is for all students. They will illustrate an understanding to solve word problems using numberless word problems with at least 75% accuracy. This will be completed daily as a warm-up activity for 2 weeks, and we will use observational notes to ensure that students are meeting this benchmark. The last one was for the teacher. The teacher will use at least 3 different strategies and teaching methods per week to help students solve word problems. The teacher will use the second grade Math Canvas course page to get the strategies and teaching methods. They'll complete this with at least 80% accuracy daily for the entire unit, and reviewing the plan book will be our verifying artifact. So for those resources, these are 2 screen grabs of the CyberChase game. The students have to add 3 2-digit numbers and then estimate the answer. For the numberless word problems, students are given a word problem without any of the numbers at first. Then information is slowly added to it. Each one of these word problems is presented in a PowerPoint with discussion questions for the teacher to use as they go through the PowerPoint. The other 2 resources, the first one was the Thinking Blocks game. This is a word problem game where students have to use blocks to help them figure out how to solve the problem. The students are also provided with immediate feedback if they get the answer correct or if they get the answer incorrect. Their score is then totaled at the end based on their initial answers. The last resource is the Howard County second grade math canvas page. This page has tons and tons of different both online and paper resources for teachers, and as well as strategies for how to teach different content. For our data meeting, we had some strengths and weaknesses. For our strengths, all members contributed to the creation of the table, and we had a really nice collaborative conversation about what realistic expectations were for a second grader. As far as weaknesses go, scheduling continues to be a struggle for our team. And unfortunately, not all teammates were able to locate resources appropriate for the specified classroom context, but we were able to together find some additional ones during our meeting. Thanks for listening.